This is Devin from Gauge Strength Training, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about how your body accommodates to different exercises and to different forms of training. Our bodies are extremely adaptive machines. When we do certain movements over and over, we adapt to that and they become less and less difficult. One thing that a lot of people is a myth and a lot of people get wrong is they think that every single workout needs to be varied. They can't do the same exercise more than once and continuous workouts because their body's just going to get used to it. Especially at a beginner level, you want to keep things as simple as possible. Practice these sets of squats, especially the primal pattern movements, the functional movements, the squat, push-ups, hinge, lunge patterns, twisting patterns. You need to practice these movements. The best analogy I've heard is from Matt Wichlinski of the Strength Shop, where it's if you see a baby trying to walk, they practice all day, every single day. You don't see them practicing for 1 hour once a week or twice a week so that their bodies can recover. They're attacking that every single day. If you're performing these exercises at a moderate intensity or moderate weight, you can do these multiple times a week. So at a beginner level, you should be performing the same workout 2-3 times a week. These same movements, the same workout at a moderate intensity, moderate volume, so that you are able to recover and continue doing those workouts. It's not about constantly varying everything that you're doing. As you get into a more advanced level, it is about varying things, but not at such an extreme level like what the CrossFit is based on. CrossFit is based on constantly varied, constantly throwing new ideas at you. And for somebody that's not an elite athlete, that is not going to help them develop. It's not going to get them to whatever goal they're reaching. If they're looking to develop a certain strength in a certain lift or just in a certain functional movement, constantly changing everything is not going to help you. You need to practice these movements for weeks in order to build to the program that I believe in is 4-week cycles, where the first week you're developing the movement, you learn the movement, you perfect it, you establish a starting point. The following 2 weeks are to build, to increase the weights, increase the movements with those same movements, and the 4th week is a deload week to give your body a break and to still practice the same movements and to finally cap it off, and to give yourself a little bit of a break. And the 5th week is when you incorporate the change, when you change the variation of whatever movement it was. So if the first week you were doing barbell back squats, you do that for 4 weeks, and the next week maybe you'll do a front squat or a pause squat or box squat, any kind of different variation that's going to challenge the body. But what I want to get people out of the mindset of is that every single workout they need to do a different variation. When it makes much more sense to develop their strengths. Somebody that wants a big squat, you're not going to get a big squat by doing constantly varied variations of squats. You want to stick to one thing you want to work on and stick to it for about 3 to 4 weeks to really develop that strength. Just like anything else, if you want to get better at something, you have to do it a lot. People don't get better at things by doing things that are similar. They get better at it by doing that thing. So for 3 to 4 weeks, sometimes 5, it's a good idea to stick to certain movement patterns that you want to get better at before you constantly vary them. So anybody who has ever had a question or they follow the CrossFit model and they don't seem to be gaining numbers that they'd like to be, give that a try. Start moving in these 3, 4, 5-week cycles with the same movements, and stick to the basics. The basics are what works. So give that a shot and drop a comment. Let me know how it works.